Let's go!
Hey guys, welcome back. Today's talk will hopefully be short but sweet. I want to address a topic that's very, very important when it comes to the topic of disordered eating, eating disorders, but especially binge eating disorder. And it's something I talk about all the time. It's the all or nothing mentality. People tend to think about their diet and their nutrition or their exercise even in black or white. Okay, it's either starve or binge. You know, it's either good or bad. These two ends of the extremes. You have to understand, life cannot be lived in this way. It's all shades of gray, especially when it comes to your diet. And by nature, people who suffer from binge eating disorders is a very common characteristic between us. We are usually perfectionists, and the all or nothing mentality is bred out of that perfectionist mindset, which is really strange if you think about it. It's very ironic that because we want to be perfect so bad, we would sabotage ourselves because of it. For those of you who don't understand what I'm talking about, many of my binges would start like this. Tell me if this sounds familiar to you. It's probably, if you're watching this video, odds are that you've had a moment like this. I would go to, I'd have like 2 or 3 days of really good dieting. I was nailing it. I was eating my, whatever clean bullshit I had convinced myself was going to lead me to abs, like my tilapia and brown rice, my oatmeal, my bullshit, my overly restrictive diet. And I was killing it. I was really consistent. And I get invited, maybe there'd be a social occasion. I'd go over to my parents' house or something to watch football, whatever. And keep in mind, we're not talking about triggers today, although this was definitely one of my big trigger situations for sure, outside of any kind of emotional distress. And I would go over to my parents' house, for example, and they might have ordered, cookies or something. There was cookies there. And, initially I'd convince myself, rationalize, actually, I can have a cookie. I've been good. Like, I got room for them. I mean, how many calories can they really be? And I'd have a cookie. And immediately I would be overcome with guilt about eating that cookie. And then some anxiety. And then I would begin to have this internal dialogue where I convinced myself that my diet for the day was fucked. So why not just YOLO? Just open the floodgates. Fuck it, basically. Fuck it. That's the all or nothing mentality in a nutshell. You just say, well, that's ruined. Fuck it. And I would proceed to go off the deep end into a binge that would last the rest of the day, maybe on into the weekend, whatever, something like that. So that's just one scenario that I could call off the top of my head. I'm going to use an analogy that I repeat ad nauseum when I talk to people about this mentality, about the all or nothing mindset. And it's this. If you're driving, like I'm driving right now to the store, if I get a flat tire, I pull over to the side of the road. Would I take a knife or some kind of sharp object and stab my other 3 tires? No. I'd call AAA, wait for them to show up, wait for them to give me a new tire, fix that shit, and then I'd head down the road to wherever I was going. And that analogy it makes perfect sense, obviously, in hindsight. You get caught up. Binges are, very, very much out of our control sometimes. But understand, when you have those feelings, when you feel that guilt from just, messing up on your diet, that one cookie or that one piece of pizza, understand that nothing is going to be made better by you eating 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 10,000 more calories the rest of the day. Okay? That's only going to pile on the physical side effects and the huge mental side effects of that. Nothing good is going to come of that. So when you feel like you're going off the deep end because you slipped up, remember the analogy. Remember the flat tire analogy. You would not stab your other 3 tires. So if you slip up on your diet, which is not a slip up, it's just sometimes you got to make a mindful decision to eat something that you want to eat. A piece of pizza or a cookie, and keep in mind, be rational. What is it, 300, maybe 500 calories more in your diet? Oh well. get back on your plan, get back to the way you're supposed to be eating, and that's it. 500 calories is a lot better than 4,000, 5,000, or 6,000 calories. It's basic math, and it just makes no sense. You can't be perfect, guys. Let's make that clear. I want you guys to understand that if you're trying to be perfect on your diet, stop, because you don't need to be perfect, all right? Not only that, but you can't be. It's not possible. So stop driving yourself nuts by trying to have the perfect body, the perfect diet, the perfect workout routine. That's impossible. I leave you guys with this. Progress is possible. Perfection is not. Strive for progress every day, not perfection. Thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you soon. Until then, stay strong.
Let's go!